wanted to show today how the functional movement screen is related to your work. And specifically, we're going to be looking at the hurdle step. And I wanted to show you how the movements of the hurdle step are almost identical to that of stepping up into the truck. So we get our height by measuring the distance from the base of our knee to the ground. And I'm about 6 feet, and you can see that that is almost identical to the height of the first step of the truck. So what I'm first going to demonstrate is how this movement is done when we don't have the proper range of motion in our hip flexor and in our hip. So I'm going to take the dowel, put it behind my back, feet together. I'm going to step up, and because I don't have that range of motion, I need to use my hip, my knee, and even my ankle, as well as lower back, to achieve that range of motion in order to get up high enough. And once I'm in this position, when I go to pull myself into the truck, my shoulder is in a very vulnerable position, and I have to rely almost completely on my shoulder, as well as my lower back, my knee, and my hip. So when we do have this range of motion, and I land on that first step, I'm now in a much better position to use my glutes, my quads, and drive up off of that first step to pull myself up using very little shoulder muscles. So we know that compensation over time is what leads to injuries, and working on your hip flexor mobility, hip mobility, will really help reduce that stress. Thanks.